Right, so back on to the suspension. I'm going to try and take the half shaft and the full hub assembly off so I can do the seal. It's not leaking, but looks like the sealing ring behind, you can't really see it from here, but that sort of, you know, the seal and the sealing ring plate behind the hub is corroded like everything else. So I've got the nut on the bottom of the track rod to undo, which I'll do now, and then I can probably swivel the hub round a bit more than it would normally, hopefully, and then I can get to the bolts on that, on the flange that holds the swivel on. Even though them nuts are really corroded, I've got new ones for that to put back in when I rebuild it, but them are absolutely, there might be a bit of heat involved in getting them off again. Anyway, we'll have a crack, we'll crack on and see how we'll get on. Yeah, I always give big clout with a big hammer on the actual arm, and it usually budges the taper up out of the arm. Yeah, pretty easy really. I might do the other side and take the full thing off. Looking at the rubbers on the track rod end, looks like I need some new track rod ends as well. Anyway, we'll look at them when I get the arm. Yeah, I've took that off both ends now. Yeah, so you can see the split in that rubber. I think they're packed with grease anyway, I'm not sure. They must be. Yeah, I took the other end off, which was a bit easier. I'll put the washer and the nut back on. Yeah, so that's that off. So that's, they're both spinning pretty free now because I've took the other track arm off, which comes from the steering box end. Pretty easy to do. And then that one's simple. So yeah, nice and easy really, especially with the big ball peen hammer. And then you've got my spanners that I've been using to undo the crusty nuts. My new spanners, really sort of long ring spanners, which are the, yeah, fantastic. Loads of leverage on them, worth the investment anyway for what they were. They weren't even very dear, I don't think. Yeah, so now it's just a matter of trying to get them swivel bolts out and then draw the full hub and half shaft out, and then I can clean all that up, do the seal on the bench. Yeah, so we'll crack on. Yeah, so I've cracked them off. It's difficult to do while you actually try and video it, but with this great don't know what went wrong there, sorry. Yeah, so with the long spanner, I have got them all cracked on this side. So I'll do a few on the other side, get them all undone, and then hopefully if I can draw the hub out. Supporting the hub with the jack, just so that it's easy to undo the nuts. There's a few out now. I'll just support it while I get the rest of them out, and then I'll draw it out. And then hopefully no accidents. As you can see, they're all coming out nice and tidy now. These existing ones have got washers on, whereas the new ones, I don't know, they probably do need the washers to go back on. The new ones are, yeah, they probably do need the washers on, so I'll save the washers. Yeah. Right, I'll carry on with that, and we'll be nearly there then. Okay, so it's a great deal of spanner work because it's all spanners, small spanners, ring spanner, ratchet spanner. I'm going to try and get this out, and I bet this is not light. Yeah, quite heavy. That's the short side as well, and the oil's coming out from the diff, I think. So I'm going to have to jack that up now to stop it leaking anymore. Well, it stopped, I think. I'm going to have to top the diff up when it's all done anyway, when it's cleaned. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put an old rag in the end of that, stop any muck going in it. That's the seal, isn't it? Sorry, I'll get that as a good view of my bottom then, sorry. Might edit that. Right, so yeah. Shove that in there to stop crap going in. And then I'll take the camera off. Yeah, so there it is. I'll show you the damage in a minute. Well, not the damage, but the rot. Give us a sec to get it on the bench. Yeah, so look at all the ring. How corroded it all is. How bad's that? How was that never picked up before on an MOT? Or I suppose if it's not leaking, then doesn't get picked up. But it's worse than I ever thought it was going to be. In fact, I would like to say, if anybody can comment on it, is this the rustiest Defender you've ever seen? I'd have thought I was going to have an easier time with the front end than the rear end, and the rear end were bad. I thought, oh, the front end's not going to be too bad. Lots of oil from round the, you know, the engine and what have you, over time, and plus it's not getting as much spray up from the wheels. But yeah, even the discs are a bit pitted on this. I thought they were better than that. They might have to have a good clean up. They're not that old. Might even replace them. Didn't want to do that, to be fair. I thought they were in decent nick. Anyway, I did think there was a bit of lift, you know, in the, I think these are shimmed, and I think that's what causes the seal to leak. When the shims, obviously there's some lift in these shims, they need to be adjusted so that they're a bit tighter, and there's no, it's actually, don't feel too bad, but I'll have to assess that when I get that back cleaned up and get it back on the vehicle. I can assess the lift of the shims in this top one. I think give it all a good clean up and take it from there. But after this job, well, this is a separate job now to what I'm doing here. Take the radius arm off, clean all the axle area, clean the chassis, paint the chassis, refit the radius arm. Sorry about the dazzling light in your face. Yeah, so might take them bump stops off, clean the chassis up properly and give it a good paint. Yeah, so the video that I'm putting out now with this just removal of that, it's fairly straightforward really, isn't it? Just doing all the nuts. It's a nice face there, give that a good clean when I put it back with the gasket. And yeah, I might undo them, these radius arm nuts now. I've already loosened the other end off when I've got the floor out, because with there being a gap in the floor, it was easy to get the big spanner on it. So yeah, I'll give them a whiz off now with the air gun and see whether they're off and we can knock it out, and I'll jack the diff up so it's not going any lower take the radius arm off, and then I think that's the video for today. We'll try it now. Yeah, so radius arm's off. Nuts are a bit tricky. All corroded threads at the ends. Ended up cutting that front one and then undoing it. And then, so I've got some new ones anyway. So yeah, all stripped. Clean it all up, clean the chassis, paint it, put it back together. Looking at the radius arm, looks like I might be doing the bushes in that now as well. And I've got the back bushes, so it just needs good clean. Maybe do the bushings in the arm. Quite big bushes, aren't they? But anyway, so yeah, and then you've got the hub assembly there. And this is just the first side, so yeah. Quite a bit of time to go on this yet. But when it's done, it'll be nice. It'll be all nicely done. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Hope you're not getting bored of me videoing. I'll see you in the next one.